Hi everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Peace Academy. And today we are going to learn about how to create Angular project. So in last videos we have seen about how we can go and do the environment setups. Today we learn how to create an Angular project, and we'll go and we'll see how we can go and run the Angular project. So there are the different way we can go and we can run our Angular project. So to create the Angular project, we have the command ng new and the name of the project. So whatever the project you are going to create, just you have to go and you have to specify the name of the project. So if you see the example, we have like the ng new, and suppose my project name is blog. So let me go and show you this in the practical. So I will go and open the command prompt, and in this cls, and let me move to the D drive, and over here I will go and I will create the project. So ng new and the name of the project. So suppose I have created over here the block. I have given the name of the project is block. So before creating the default structure of the Angular application, it will go and it will ask you the two questions. So let me press the enter. So it will ask about, do you want to create a journless application without journless? So for time being, we'll go and say no. Then it will go and it will ask which style sheet format would you like to use. So the normal cascading style is the our basic one, and these are all the rest is the advanced version of CSS. So whichever you feel that I am comfortable, you can go and you can select with the top and arrow key, top and the bottom arrow key. You can go and you can select, and whichever the CSS you are going to select, it will the CSS file will going to have that extension. Suppose if I am selecting the CSS, so my HTML file, my CSS file will go and have the extension of .css. If I am selecting the SAS, so it will go, it will have the SAS. So for time being, I will go and I will select the normal one. And then the third question it is asking, would you like to know about the server side and the static site generation? So we'll go and we'll see later, understand about this concept. For time being, I will go and I will select the okay. So already there is a project which is named by the block is project inside this D drive. So I will go and I will create another project. And that suppose I'm over here, I will go and I will create over here like suppose online training. I have given the name of the project is online training. Same again it will ask. So select no, then CSS, then no. Then if you see, this is the default structure, it will be get created. So whatever the default structure, if you see over here in the Angular 20, and if you see the older version, so there will be slightly different, like till Angular 15, it was the module-based concept. But after that, the module file has been removed, so you're not able to see. Then before we used to create the project, it will ask like, would you like to add routing? Now, by default, it will go and it will have a file with the help of routing over here. And you can see over here, app.route.ts. So we'll go one by one and see all these projects. So now you can see based on your internet connectivity and the configuration of your system, it will go and it will create the project. Now my pack, whatever the default structure is there, it has been created. Now I want to go and go to the root of the project. So what was my name, project name? It was the online training. So I will go over here and say CD and the online training. So now you can see it has gone to the root of the project. Now I want to go and open this in the VS Code, which is the Visual Studio Code, which is the lightweight and it is used by most of the developer to work with the front end technologies. So just I will go and press over here code space dot and then press the enter. So whatever the default structure was being created, by default it will go and open in the VS Code over here. You can see whatever the default code, it is open. You can see over here in the this. Now this has been open. Now I can go and do everything like creating, like we can go and you can run the application. We can go and we can create the component service and everything you can go and you can do from this command prompt as well. But I don't want to go and navigate to different screen. So I'll go and I will close. And this VS Code has given us the terminal through which we can go and you can do all that activity. So just click on this three dot, go to the terminal and go to new terminal. And by default, it will go and it will open in the PowerShell. If you see, it is prefixed with the PS. So either you can go and you can change to the command prompt by selecting from this drop down and you can select the command prompt or through the command you can go and you can change. So CMD press enter. Now that PowerShell has been removed and it has been changed to the command prompt. Now leave as it is, whatever the default structure has been created. We'll go one by one through this. Now let's go and see how we can go and you can run our application. So to run our application, we have the command to run the Angular application, and that is our ng serve. Okay. So this is the full hand, or you can go and you can write the ng s. So what it will go? It will go and it will create the bundle and it will go and it will compile all your files and it will create a URL and the default port for our Angular is 4200. So it will go and it will create the port for you. So let's go and see over here with the example. So ng and s I will go and I will type or you can go and you can type s and start. So it will first time it will go and it will take some time to build all the these files and it will go and it will create. So generally what happens when you go and run your application with the help of ngs or ngserve. So we have to go and you have to copy the URL. You can see the URL has been created. We have to copy this URL and we need to go and paste in any of the browser where you want to go and see the UI. So I have copied over here and I will go to this and press over here in the browser and we are able to see the default UI of the Angular over here. But I don't want to go and copy and paste the URL. I want that URL by default open in the default browser of my system. So just we have to modify that command and you have to change like this ng s hyphen o and then ng s or you can write full hand ng s serve open. So it will go and it will create the URL and by default. So let me go and close this browser only. I will go and I will close this browser and I will go and I will stop running this one. So how we can go and you can stop from running? So you have to press the Control plus C. So now you can see it is stop and now we are able to see the path of the our project. Now over here I will go and write this hyphen O. You see I have not copied paste and the default browser of my system is Microsoft Edge. So it has opened in the this port over here localhost 4200. So this was about how we can go and you can create the Angular application, how we can go and you can run the Angular application. Now let me go and discuss about this node underscore models. So currently we have created this project in a local folder, means in local system. So we are able to see this node underscore models over here. But when you go and clone any project from the repo, GitHub, anywhere. So this node underscore models will be not there because this is the largest file over here and it will be not committed. And if you see in the git ignore, it is mentioned that it should not be get committed. And without this folder, because all the models library will be inside this, we cannot go and run our Angular application. So what we need to do, once we go and clone the Angular application, or you can go and you can do for React as well. Just clone, go to the root of the project, and you have to type the command, and that is our npm I or you can say install. Install is the full hand, npm I is the your sort. Now over here, what this npm I will go, it will go to the packet.json. And over here we have two type of object is there. One is the dependency object and one is the dev dependency. So you can see dependencies, one is the dev dependency. So in this, you will see currently we have just created, so only few file is there. So, and in the dev dependency also we have the few files. So it will go and it will install all these libraries. And once the library installation is done, then automatically we'll see this node underscore modules will be get added. So if you are going to work on any of the project, this is the steps you have to go and need to do when you go and clone the project in your systems. So this was for today. In the next video, we'll go and we'll see each file. We'll go and we'll understand the this folder structure. And also we'll go and see from where we are getting this UI. So this is the UI we are getting by default from some of the component. We'll go and we'll see. So that's all for today. Thank you.